Anaman-Tudo.
The Lord's Prayer.
Our Father,
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Now listen to the sound of your voice. Gently sound Om and the Gayatri mantra.
Om Bhuvaswa Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat.
Body of all,
Body of all,
mind of all, spirit of all, may we meditate on the Supreme, on the all-pervading radiance of the ultimate source of divine light. May He inspire the innermost thoughts of our hearts. The school's prayer. Thou hast called us into being again this day by the power of thy supreme word to take another step in the fulfillment of our human destiny. May we never forget thee this day. Keep a space within our minds that is always turned towards thee, and wake us out of the playground of the senses as often as you will. Father, open eyes and ears so that we may discover and understand the laws of thy manifest creation, and help us to take that one step nearer to thee, for which thou hast created this day. Amen. Om Paramatmane Namah. Iti. Take your seat, please. Good morning, Mr. Davy, Mr. Miraj, Ms. Gomez, specially invited guests, parents, students. It is with pleasure that we welcome you to our annual Founders Day celebration. This week is Founders Week, and our children will be studying the life of the founder of our school, Mr. Leonardo da Vinci MacLaren, or Mr. Leon MacLaren. It is befitting that we celebrate and appreciate the contributions made by Mr. Leon MacLaren to the landscape of humanity by acknowledging the achievements, hard work, and dedication of our children.
In the 1960s, the school founder, Mr. Leon MacLaren, traveled to India and met with Sri Shantananda Saraswati, a spiritual leader in the Advaita tradition. Mr. MacLaren posed questions on behalf of members of the School of Economic Science and other affiliated schools. The meetings were recorded, transcribed, and formed the basis of materials for philosophy groups within the organization. In the 1970s, many people felt that the education system was losing its way. A number of parents who could see the potentially detrimental effects of that education system wanted something much better to offer their own children and the children of future generations. These parents approached Mr. MacLaren, the leader of the School of Economic Science, for advice and support. This eventually led to the establishment of the first St. James School in 1975. To date, there are 13 of these schools worldwide, all of which are based upon the highest principle of education, including our school, the Trinidad Renaissance School. Having considered the guidance given by Sri Shantananda Saraswati, Mr. MacLaren formulated some simple principles which would serve to lay the foundation for the development and growth of the St. James School. I would now like to invite Liam Rajnath to present a reading outlining the principles that was set out by Mr. MacLaren. Liam.
The founding principles for the St. James Schools as set out by Mr. Leon MacLaren are: number 1, to give the children information of simple principles of spiritual knowledge, knowledge of the universe, mankind, and the individual's relation thereto. 2, remind children of their essential human duties, to remember the Creator, to live according to the fine laws of the universe, and to find the way back to God. 3, give a disciplined practice in spiritual, mental, and physical fields, including training in appropriate skills.
Thank you, Liam. From his formulation of these principles, Mr. MacLaren wanted to avoid being too prescriptive. What was important was a central vision, the universality of the principles, not specific to education, methods, or policies, but principles that would hold true for all time. We would now like to introduce a talented young man who will perform a pan piece entitled "You Raise Me Up." Put your hands together for Master Arvinda Abdul.
Thank you so much, Arvinda, for that exquisite performance. We sincerely appreciate you sharing your remarkable talent with us. I will now invite Mr. Davey to give a presentation on the life of Mr. Leon MacLaren.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Mr. Davey. Good morning, Mr. Davey.
Try again for the ones online. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Mr. Maraj and Ms. Gomez, members of the board. Good morning, parents. Welcome. Right, so Mrs. Zabi said I'll give a presentation on the life of Mr. MacLaren. If I were to attempt to do that, we probably be here for the next month, really. The amount of things that Mr. MacLaren would have been involved in. He was a remarkable man. And last year, we were looking at Mr. MacLaren. Mr. Lambie, who took over from Mr. MacLaren, came to Trinidad, and we were fortunate to have him here last year. And we celebrated the life of Mr. MacLaren. But if you remember what Mr. Lambie said, he talked about where this came from. Being a remarkable man did not separate him from the Creator, as it were. So it was not him from an egoistic point of view. He revived a particular teaching, and he revived a vision in education. So this is why at least the schools worldwide are known as the Renaissance family of schools, because it's a rebirth of something that existed. In Ms. Singh, introduction, Ms. Singh said something, used a word called Advaita. Anybody knows what Advaita means? Parents? It's on the website. So parents, you have to log on to the website and check it out. So Advaita is a Sanskrit word. How many of you study in Sanskrit here? Very good. Mr. Maraj, you should put up your hand too. Okay. Yeah. Advaita. There are two parts to the word. Advaita. Dvaita means two, duality, multiplicity. Advaita means the opposite, not two. And to say the opposite is still limited, not two. Now, what did that mean, or what that meant for Mr. MacLaren when he started the school? And when I speak of the school, it's much more than Renaissance School in Trinidad or even the Children's School worldwide. I'm talking about a larger organization that had in it, part of it would have been the Children's School. And it was fundamental that the teaching or the principle of it came from Advaita, or that principle Advaita, not two, unifying. That philosophy describes or talks about being one. Do you all feel that you're one? Are you one? You're one school? Do you feel as if you're brothers and sisters? How many of you feel that you have brothers and sisters in school? Even though you're not your blood brother or blood sister at home, how many of you feel that you can treat your friends in school like your brothers and sisters? Well, they are. Thank you. How many parents feel that the parent that some of you know each other, but it's it's parents of the other children, so you all don't live in the same family and so on. But do you see yourself as brothers and sisters? Because the philosophy of the school says that we are all brothers and sisters, even the fellow down the road or the gentleman down the road who is given trouble and mean. You have to sometimes forgive them because they forget. But you're all brothers and sisters. And that's a fundamental principle that Mr. MacLaren lived by. That we are unified. Deep down in our heart, we are one. And with that principle, Mr. MacLaren started these schools for children because he felt that you needed to remember that. Because the strangest thing, parents, when they're very young, they remember it, they know it. As they get older, we somehow teach the children to forget that they're unified or one. So as they got older, the idea is you remember that you're one and unified. Certainly you will write your exams and so on, but when Mr. MacLaren found these schools, he felt that you should fulfill that promise you made to the Creator, to remember the Creator and return back to the Creator. You have to discover who you are in truth. And he says the philosophy he started the school under was that we are one unifying being, as it were. We are all the same. So even though we look different, anybody look the same here? Well, you all look different. Some are taller, some are shorter, some are fairer, different types of hair, some are boys, some are girls, and if you start comparing with the parents, you are younger than the parents. So there are a variety of differences. But in all that differences, You are one. And that's a fundamental principle that Mr. MacLaren started this school. And to do that is a remarkable thing, because you think things are bad here, but even in England, starting a school of that nature was very difficult, because everybody is geared towards exam. So we're not unique in that, you know. So those parents who have had children come through, and you follow the principle and you see your fellow parents and stuff going good, and then come year 5 and year 6, everything have to cut off, they have to drill for exam, and they forget the unity. Mr. MacLaren felt, nah, you have to remember the unity. Write the exam, do it well, but remember the unity. So his whole life was a remarkable one where he dedicated his life towards that. And he initiated a number of, as it were, faculties within the school, studying a variety of different things, from Sanskrit to Latin, Greek, history, philosophy, science, arts. And this work is made available to civilization. So the faculty in England translating ancient texts in Sanskrit and so on, they are making it available to the world. From Latin and Greek, they are making it available to the world. This is the kind of organization that he would have started. One of the faculty or the areas would have been art for many years. I think it's about 30-something years. He would bring together artists from all over the world. Hundreds and hundreds of visitors and artists would have come together on our estate in England called Waterbury, and he would bring together all of these people, and they would practice their trade, as it were, practice the art in front of the audience, as it were. This week is dedicated as Founders Week. So some years ago we felt that to study or look at Mr. MacLaren one day would not be enough. So this is just marking the start of Founders Week. And we recognize in this function performance in terms of not only academic but outstanding performance in the children. And we'll also set the foundation to study the works of Mr. MacLaren and his life throughout the week. So you'll see that parents that they will be studying Mr. MacLaren throughout the week. All right, so as I said, this would not do justice the amount of work Mr. MacLaren would have done and the foundation he has laid for many schools to come, and Renaissance being one of them in Trinidad. All right, so with that said, I'll now hand back to our MC. Thank you, boys and girls.
Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you, Mr. David.
Thank you, Mr. Davy, for that most insightful presentation. We now invite Sanaya Danraj for the next reading.
When unity appears, the true unity in which everything is held, then there cannot be anything except peace, harmony, and great happiness. The unity is the secret. The purpose of studying philosophy is to come to this true unity, which is the self of all of us, the pure consciousness on which everything rests, which is intelligence itself. The essence of the true knowledge of the self is unity, because there is only one, and the essence of that knowledge is unity. Mr. Leon MacLaren.
Thank you, Sanaya. In line with the vision of Mr. MacLaren, we will now begin the presentation of awards. Throughout the term, credits are awarded by the class teacher on the basis of hard work, good behavior, projects, as well as practical work. The top 3 students who have shown the greatest improvement will be recognized for their improvement. 2 received awards for improvement, while the winner will receive the Most Improved and Student of the Year award. In addition to excellence, in academic performance, we acknowledge the students who have exceeded expectations, which includes navigating our online resources, balancing the online approach, while maintaining a sense of deep connection with their fellow peers and adhering to the philosophy of our institution. The top 5 students in each class with the most credits were considered for the Class Student of the Year award. 4 students received an award in recognition of their achievement, while the winner will receive the Class Student of the Year award. See?
Right. So the class teachers, and as I call you, will come to present the awards, and I'd like Ms. Anushka Maraj to assist, please. So this is what you all have been waiting for. Are you all excited?
Drum roll.
All right, so maybe we should start with year 1.
Year 1 students here?
All right.
Yeah.
Are there any year 1 students here? All right, so receiving an award, receiving the awards for recognition of improvement, we have Master Keshav Siram and Master Evan Gage. Come and collect your... Quickly.
Come, Evan. So we're gonna get...
Come on, Keshav.
Good job.
All right, quickly. The award for the most improved student of year 1 is Master Matthias Sonis. Moving on to award for recognition of outstanding performance, year 1, Miss Samara Chatagun. Master Rai Sukwa.
Good job.
Miss Mia Lakram.
Well done.
Master Noah Bristow. And the Student of the Year award goes to Miss Isabel Vincent.
Good job, Isabel.
Thank you, Mrs. Debbie. I will now like to call on Mrs. Manorath to make the presentations for year 2. Receiving award for recognition of improvement, Miss Sandhya Budusing and Miss Nevaeh Roberts. For year 2, the most improved award goes to Miss Prashana Sulal. Prashana is not here. Oh, Prashana is not here, Miss? Okay. All right. So Miss would do that award in her class. Moving on to the award for recognition of outstanding performance in year 2, Master Raul Badri. Miss Tulsi Samsundar, Miss Vishaka Ramjit, Miss Alena Rajbali, and the Student of the Year, year 2, goes to Master Elijah Francis. Thank you, Ms. Manorat. I'd like to call on Ms. Lackey to make the presentations for year 3. Receiving award for recognition of improvement, year 3, Master Daniel Bola, Miss Janae Jules. And the most improved award goes to Arun Ramesa. Mask.
Go ahead.
Receiving awards for recognition of outstanding performance, Year 3, Master Aryan Maharaj, Miss Eva Marie Gage, Miss Aurora Vasquez, Miss Olayinka Walker Trotman, and receiving the Student of the Year Award for Year 3, Master Joshua Gobin.
Now you can go.
Thank you, Ms. Lackey. Ms. Year 4's presentation would be made by Ms. Sturgeon. Receiving awards for recognition of improvement, Ms. Ananya Singh, Master Callan Frederick, and the most improved award, Miss Emma Rahim. Receiving awards for recognition of outstanding performance, Miss Katie Khan, Master Gabriel Khan, Miss Shriya Jadunanan, Miss Shriya Jadunanan,
Yes, I did. Okay, go ahead.
Master Michael Brown, and the Student of the Year Award goes to Jalen Maharaj.
Mask.
Thank you, Ms. Sturgeon. We now invite Mrs. Gobin to make the presentation of awards for Year 5. And receiving award for recognition of improvement, Miss Caitlin Alexis John,
She's not here.
Master Levi Hall, and the most improved award goes to Master Suvir Dhanraj. Receiving award for recognition of outstanding performance, Miss Sanaya Dhanraj, Miss Sana Parsotan, Miss Haley Ramdat, Miss Jade Marie Ramsubag, and Student of the Year Award, Master Liam Rajnath. Thank you, Mrs. Gobin. I now invite Ms. Anushka Maraj to do the next presentation. Award for recognition of improvement, Ms. Kalina Batiste. Master Ethan Rampal. And the most improved award goes to Master Aidan Wu. Receiving awards for recognition of outstanding performance, we have Master Tyler Mangal Singh, Master Dylan Rampal, Master Aditya Punram, and the Student of the Year Award, Master Arvinda Abdul.
Music is a universal language that transcends borders and speaks to our shared humanity. To perform a musical piece for us, let's welcome Miss Haley Ramdat on the piano with Fur Lace and the theme of Swan Lake.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Haley, for sharing your amazing talent with us. I know Mr. Anaman-Tudo can attest to how much hard work would have gone into that. Right? So each year, the Verin Anaman-Tudo Award for Outstanding Character and Service is granted to 2 students of Year 6 who have embodied the principles of a Renaissance education and have exemplified good character and service to all. Verin Anaman-Tudo was a long-standing member of the School of Philosophy, Trinidad. He was the embodiment of its values, ideals, and vision. His unwavering dedication to the institution and to the pursuit of wisdom and service to others left an indelible mark on all who had the privilege to know him. Verin Anaman-Tudo's legacy of service is one of quiet, steadfast dedication. His generosity of spirit and willingness to serve in whatever capacity was needed exemplified the values and the School of Philosophy that the School of Philosophy holds dear. In recognition of his extraordinary contributions, that the Verin Anaman-Tudo Award for Outstanding Character and Service is presented each year. This year, we are honored to have the son of Verin Anaman-Tudo, Master Verin Anaman-Tudo, who is a past student of our school and has joined us for his gap year before university. I'd like to ask Viraj to present this award on stage, please. The Verin Anaman-Tudo Award will be presented to Hannah Thomas and Aditya Punram. Thank you very much, Viraj. I have to say Viraj. I don't know how I could get accustomed to say Mr. Anaman-Tudo, because Viraj was actually a student of mine for 3 consecutive years. So he has a dear place in my heart. All right, the position of head boy and head girl and the respective deputies are granted to students who exemplify the Renaissance student, good behavior, grades, and character. As a head boy or head girl, a student is responsible for setting an example for other students at school and for serving as a leader in school activities. I'd like to invite Mr. Maraj on stage to present the awards for the deputy heads. So serving in the position of the deputy head boy and deputy head girl, we have Master Arvinda Abdul and deputy head girl, Miss Kalina Batiste. Thank you, Mr. Maraj. To present the award for the head boy and head girl for the year 2024 to 2025, I would like to invite Mr. Davy to do the honors, please. The head boy and head girl for this academic year 2025, 2024 to 2025 are Master Levi Babulal and Miss Hannah Thomas, head girl. Head girl. It is. I now invite the head boy and head girl to say a few words. So let's hear from the head girl, our new head girl, Miss Hannah Thomas.
Good morning to my headmaster, teachers, parents, and fellow classmates. My name is Hannah Thomas, and I am honored and delighted for this appointment as head girl of the Trinidad Renaissance School for the academic year of 2024 to 2025. I view the appointment of head girl as not just a title, but a very serious responsibility that has been bestowed upon me. A responsibility that I intend to take very seriously with utmost dedication and commitment. It is my intention to set a powerful example that will be engraved within this school as a legacy. The vision for the coming year during my tenure as head girl is simple. I believe that working together with the management, teachers, staff, and students of this prestigious and esteemed institution, we can create an atmosphere where all who enter this school feel included, valued, and motivated by the high standards we strive for and work extremely hard to uphold. I would like to express my gratitude towards those who recognized me during my time at this school. Recognition for me to be nominated as class prefect and now head girl. You all have played very important roles in molding my life that have reflected in both my academics and mannerism, along with gifting me the ability to build a special bond with others. Thank you to my teachers for guiding me on a path of light and keeping me positive. During these past years, we have learned to be of service to others. We have also learned to put into practice the watchwords of our nation: discipline, tolerance, and production. To my fellow students and colleagues, I urge each and every one of you to feel free to share your thoughts, suggestions, and opinions, which we will use to build and grow from strength to strength as we aim towards excellence together. We wish to apply them in the coming terms to make a difference and be of service to you and, by extension, our communities and nation. In conclusion, I would like to vote a special thanks to our headmaster, Mr. Davey, and the Head Students Review and Selection Committee for your attention, consideration, and my selection. As your elected head girl, I will be committed to serving the best interests of our school and its students, and I will do everything in my power to make our school an even better place for learning and growth.
Good morning, Mr. Davey, our headmaster, esteemed teachers, and other staff, my fellow students, and other honored guests. I am truly honored and humbled to stand before you as the new head boy of Trinidad Renaissance School. Firstly, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to the teachers and staff who continue to help shape me into who I am today. Your lessons, both inside and outside of the classroom, have taught us the importance of kindness, honesty, fairness, and integrity, values that I will carry with me as I take on this new role. To my fellow students, as head boy, I pledge to be a voice for all of you. I will strive to create a supportive and inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and respected. I will be a bridge between you and our teachers, ensuring that your concerns are heard and addressed. One of the most important values that we must all uphold is honesty. Even when we think no one is watching, we should strive to do the right thing. As Nelson Mandela once said, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. I hope to make a positive difference here and inspire others to do the same. I believe that education is the key to unlocking our full potential. I will encourage all students to reach their highest aspirations in all the facets of their lives. Together, we can create a legacy of achievements that will inspire generations to come. The philosophy of the school has always been about more than just academics. It's about building character, and I believe these values will enable me to do the best job I can as your head boy. My vision is to be available to listen to all of you, to help and work with you, and to uphold the standards and core values of our school in everything we do. In closing, I want to leave you with a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Leadership is not about titles or positions. It's about the ability to inspire others. Thank you for this opportunity. I am excited to serve you as head boy and look forward to working with all of you to make this year one of the best yet for Trinidad Renaissance School. Thank you.